Hello, Pinup Miami here, and today is the last weekend before Halloween weekend, and I want to do my final look, and it's gonna be my favorite zombie related. So I'm gonna do one of my iconic, I like to think iconic zombie looks that I do every year. So for this year, I know in the picture I showed a green zombie, but I'm gonna go for a more realistic zombie, and I'm trying a new audio. I have my podcasting mic. Hopefully, this works better for all of you. And make sure to hit that like button, comment, let me know that you're here. I am so excited to show you one of my favorite looks. But before I get started, I want to show you all something that I picked up recently. And if you didn't know, I collect like weird stuff. And one of my new things is this little clown. If you're afraid, I should have said if you're afraid of clowns, don't look for the next couple seconds. But I'm gonna have this little guy in the back. What do you guys think? Woo! Yeah, love it. Super cute. It should be from the 30s. I don't know. I saw on eBay that somebody's selling him for $200, so I think I got him for a steal for $5. So, I'm gonna join little buddies back here. And let's see. And let me know how the stream looks today. I'm excited. I've been up in everything every week. So, well, hello, Sarah. Always a pleasure to have you, Sarah. And Isabel from France, bonjour. I hope before your bedtime you have something fun to watch. Okay, so for today I have a simple suicide roll. I'm going to be dyeing my own hair tonight. And I might be trying something different this week. So make sure to follow me on Instagram to see something different that I decided 5 minutes before going live today that I'm going to do to my hair for Halloween. So it's going to be a big change than normal. Okay, so for today, I'm just going to walk through while a couple of people are coming to the live. A couple of things I'm going to be using. I put it in the description, but in case I forgot something in the description, I'm going to be using blood, liquid latex like I did last week, my little face paint palette that I got from Amazon. Basic makeup stuff like neutral eyeshadow. I keep these around, Q-tips, toilet paper for sure, makeup brushes plus brushes that you don't mind that you're gonna throw away, and extra face stuff, and the sponge I used last week because might as well use it before I throw it out. Alrighty. And eyelashes, because so the look for today I'm gonna do like a dead sunken eye, and then a little like skinny thing, and then we're gonna do three like big marks that I want to show you guys. By marks, I'm talking about like different ways to show you're decomposing as a zombie. So we're gonna start off by priming the face. I like to prime the face, especially since we're gonna be putting body paint all over. And let me know in the comments if you guys are gonna do anything for Halloween. I'd like to know. So I'm gonna be using this Elf Poreless primer just to prime everything before I start going ham on my face. So and the reason I decided this month to do all different Halloween looks is because, when I watch stuff on YouTube or something and it's not like, I know this is gonna be a long video, longish, longer than 8 minutes because, I'm doing it live, but that way you see every step that you have to take to create this look. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I also have a paper plate. So I am going to, okay, so the first step is thinking of your design. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to cover this eye to make it look like this eye is dead. Also, I don't have contact lenses because they're really hard to find ever since a couple Halloween back. and I didn't have time to order them. Then I'm gonna do a little mark here, and then a slash here, so like three, and then bring it all together with eyeshadow to create dimension. So let's start off with creating. And if you guys don't understand what I'm saying, let me know. So we'll see here. We're gonna open the latex and I'm gonna pour some on my plate. And for this one, you're gonna put a little more than last time because we're gonna use a lot more. And make sure, again, I mean, I know this is, I don't have to say this, but if you're allergic to latex, don't do this. Or if you don't know, try a little test patch somewhere on your hand or somewhere to make sure that you're not going to have an allergic reaction to any of the stuff. Okay. Ooh, Isabella, no Halloween in France. We have a curfew. But are you going to do something at home? You can dress up. I saw people with families are doing ghost hunting, so they put the candies like in toilet paper or white fabric and like create little ghosts and hang them around the house, so they have to go ghost hunting. It's a really cute idea. I mean, I don't have kids, but that's a cute idea. So we're gonna start off by putting the first layer. So latex, I'm just gonna put a thin layer of latex right here, and then while it's still wet, you're gonna take toilet paper, and it's good if you get the cheap one, or doesn't matter the quality, and you're gonna lay it on top. Try to cover the latex you put. Now you're gonna put a thin layer and then coat it again with latex and make sure you soak it all the way. And if it rips like it's doing, just put latex and just lay it back down. And I like to rip the edges a little bit because I don't want them to be too smooth. And I want it to look like it's coming from my skin. There we go. Alrighty. Now that that's wet, you're going to get another piece that's smaller. And we're just going to layer it. And, and for this one, I'm going to put 3 layers. And you'll see why I'm layering it as we go. Because I want to be able to cut myself on the latex to make a hole. You'll see. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to get one more that's even smaller. And that's going to be it for this little section. And again, make sure that all the toilet paper is this stuff. How about now? Okay. Now we're going to do a slash going down the neck. And this is why I love liquid latex, because you're able to, it moves with your skin. So I feel like it always lasts longer and it's more natural looking if you don't want to get prosthetics. So it's a great alternative to prosthetics. So then I'm going to do, let's use some imagination, something like this. Yes. I'll make it look like a zombie bit my neck. Yeah. People wish vampires bit necks. Come on. Zombies. Have you ever seen that movie? What is it called? The one that the zombie falls in love with a woman. It's a really cute romantic zombie movie that this young zombie falls in love with a human girl. Warm bodies. Oh, such a cute movie. Cuteness. I recommend that. All right, so I'm gonna go slash Can you get off the Wi-Fi? Maybe that's it. Stuck. Is it stuck? Hmm. Let me know. Okay, so and while it's drying, you want to make sure you're not moving, but make sure it's stretched out to the most. So when you move back to place, you know. Let's see. So I'm gonna put one more layer, and this is time sensitive. Like you can't just wait. You have to keep going and pouring, because I know you're gonna be tempted to pause, but don't pause. Smaller. Let me make the edges a little jagged. Okay. And this is going to be my last layer for this part. And again, make sure it is fully soaked in latex. Because if it's a paper feel, um, it's going to be paper feeling, if that makes sense. All right, now we're going to do the eye area. Now with latex, there is, like I said last week, do not get it on any hair because when you take it off, it is going to hurt. And if yeah, it's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna cover it like, okay, so imagine like a triangle like this, but I'm going to avoid the best I can to get my lashes. I mean my eyebrows. So I'm gonna go around, and you'll thank me later. All right. So then, and I'm using a regular paintbrush that I don't mind throwing out after this. I got it at the dollar store. Okay, so let's paint it where it's gonna go first with just the latex and avoid the eyes. You know, this is gonna be, I forgot. Yeah. And then you're gonna get little sheets and try to get it jaggedy. Looking good? Yeah, I'm gonna look a little like toilet paper went the wrong way. so so the latex that we laid down is gonna just hold that in place. This is a look now. All right, and I feel everything else hardening. Oof. So as you can see, as the latex is drying, it's gonna turn yellow. So then Now we're gonna coat. And again, you're gonna rip anything that's close to your eyes because you don't want it to be close to your eyes. But I don't want to rip the whole thing off. So come on, work with me. There we go. Yeah. So make sure you're soaking everything. And do not touch your eyes or eyebrows. And your hairline. And the key is to get a lot of latex on your brush so it goes on smoothly. And I'm doing it over my paper plate. Ooh. Okay. I yes, Isabella. I suggest doing, in case if you know you're not allergic to latex. I mean, if you use latex gloves, just test it out. You want to be safe. Oh shit. Okay, so wait, because I moved and I didn't wait till this dries. There we go. All right, so all right, I'm gonna add a little more to the bottom here because I want it to be a little thicker. So what I love about zombie looks is that you could always do a zombie as something. So like in 80s zombies, I did that once. Um, and so yeah, 80 zombies, pinup zombie. I'm putting one more coat of latex. Okay, and just to make sure all the toilet paper is covered. Like I said, you don't want the toilet paper look. Now, I think I, with my hand, poked my eyeball. Okay, so this is what we got going so far. I'm gonna wait a few. So you have to wait till it's fully dry. Like this still feels wet. It's supposed to feel like a plasticky latex feel. So you gotta wait till it dries. And this one will dry first because we did it first. So just waiting. Let me cover up my latex. And let me know if you have any questions so far. All right, that is a great question. How to remove it? So to remove it, you have to make sure you can rip it off. I like ripping it off. It doesn't hurt me, but if you do have sensitive skin, just get like a towel or a wet paper towel, like a hot, like just run it under hot water and put it over where you have your latex, and it will loosen it up, and then you'll be able to just rip it off. I went live last week after I did my Bride of Frankenstein look on my Instagram, and I showed how I took it off. And it's literally satisfying because it feels like you're ripping off like um it just feels like it's just peeling. If you have satisfaction in peeling, then it's it's a peeling effect. So let's see here. Let's see if this is done. Because I want to do everything. This part is probably going to take a little second. See, I see here that I missed some areas. I think it's me trying to be all artsy with my low lighting here. What do you guys think of my pin studios here? If you guys haven't listened to my podcast, I do have a podcast where I talk about modern topics with a vintage flair. And I have a new guest every week, and we talk about their craft, how they incorporate it into the vintage world, and or just fun topics you can listen to on Spotify, Apple, on my YouTube. It's called the Pinned Podcast. It's on the back behind these mannequins. I mean, these dummies. All right, so I'm just waiting a little bit. I feel them getting, when you wear a face mask and your face is getting tighter and tighter. Yes. All right, so this one's dry. So we're gonna cheat around it since I do have a lot here and a lot here. But we're gonna start off by getting your foundation because I like to mix the latex to match the skin tone. So I've been using this NARS, but you can use whatever you like. And I'm just gonna use my brush and try to blend this into my face. Using a mixture of my I thought since it was a little section, I was going to use a little bit. I'll just use my hands here. Now we are going to do this to the whole eye. I'm just going to do this side since this one's dried. Okay. So you see how it looks just like part of the skin but bumpy? So this is when you're going to take a Q-tip and you're going to rip out or just push off the cotton swab. I found this to be safer than using a needle or a pen, or you could also use a tweezer, but I couldn't find a tweezer right. So you're gonna take the little round edge of this and you're gonna make a hole. But you're gonna have to be careful you don't rip the whole thing out. So you're gonna start in the center. And for this one I just want a little hole. I know that makes sense. I'm cutting out a little hole, and then with your hands you're gonna create if it doesn't rip out carefully, use a scissor. And you guys are gonna think I'm cutting myself, but I'm cutting the latex and toilet paper. Yeah. All right. Then once you have an opening, you're gonna stretch it out. See, so now we have a little hole. And then make sure I kind of move my foundation a little bit because I tugged a little too hard. But there you go. First little bruise or first little cut is open. What do you think? Hi, Indiana. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing this headpiece I made on Indiana Jones Facebook Live 2 weeks ago. So cute. And her hat came out super adorable. So here, this one's dry. So I'm going to do the same thing I did here to here. So we're going to get foundation. And we're going to cover this sucker up. And again, you could add as many bruises or lesions as you wish. I'm using my hands as you can see. And I put the foundation because I wanted to, again, to blend with the rest of my body as best as possible, because we're going to go in with highlights and dark shadows and blood. So alrighty, so there we go. It's coming to life now, guys. Coming to life. Alright, now for the neck, we're going to do the same thing, but for this one, I'm going to do the hole in the top, and then with the scissor, cut it down because I want it to be like a cut. So, oh, I think I already have it because I ripped it by mistake. Okay, so I made a little lesion there. You see? Then I'm going to go in with my scissors. Please be careful. Don't cut yourself. Got whoever's logging in, or I'm going to get banned. Alright, so then here you go. That is my skin. But you see how it just looks like a jagged edge? You're going to go in and stretch it a bit, and it'll create a more skin stretched cut effect. You see? There you go. And don't worry that it looks white, because we're going to go in and paint it black. So yeah, now we got scar number 2. Now for the eyes. Oh my gosh, it's still wet. Is it? Yes, it's still wet. Alright, so while that's still drying, we are going to get the face paint in black. And I'm going to use a small brush. Is this black? Now you're going to paint the whole inside of the lesions black. Even the walls of the lesion. And by the walls, I mean the inner sides where you see the latex. And don't be scared of using your other hand just to hold it and make sure it doesn't move. So there's going to be a really big contrast right now because it's black against nude. So here, you're going to fill in this hole. And you see how it moves so natural with your body? I like it. And if you guys are wondering why I'm looking over there, it's because my boyfriend is joining me today. He's probably thinking, what's she doing? Alright, so I'm filling it in on my skin. And it's going to be so funny because when you rip these off your skin, I'm going to be going live on my Instagram later today to show you guys how I take it off. And you'll see like where you have the latex, it's going to be like your skin color and then these black dots. Isabella said this is disgusting. It's disgusting but cool. It's like one of those things that you can't stop looking away from. So you see here, you see the skin inside, that's what I mean. Make sure you get everything. So in every angle, you know, it's either nude. You don't see your real skin. You either see the foundation or... And don't worry about it being perfect. Again, we are recreating the people. And dead people aren't perfect. Even the morticians, and trust me, because I've embalmed bodies. I used to be an embalmer. You know, a lot of the stuff was an illusion. Alright, so then here, just putting my finger to hold the little splap. And if you're doing what I'm doing, using my finger to just hold the flap down, make sure you don't touch anything else. So I also have little nappies here. Alrighty. So then now this one should be good. Alright. So put this back here. Make sure you close the latex all the way. What does what does your boyfriend think about all your crazy makeup? Do you want to elaborate? Yes, somebody's asking. Isabella from France is asking. Would you like to come to the camera? We're gonna get you the answer straight from the mouth. Let me pop up your question so people know what he's answering. Yeah, I don't bite.
I don't know. Which one am I looking at? Oh, she is. Her talent knows no limitations. It's extraordinary. She is.
He's speechless.
I think it froze.
That's fine. All right. So you heard it from him. Hate him to say that. All right, so now we're gonna do. So for this eye, it's a different technique. We're not just gonna be ripping it and making a hole and cutting it, because I mean that's super cool. But we're just gonna lift the inner circles. So if you need help, we got the little Q-tip. I'm just gonna lift and then stretch. The same technique we've been doing. Lift and stretch. Lift and stretch. Lift and stretch. Yeah, he's usually working Sundays, so it's a rare gift to have Tim here with me. And now he knows what I've been doing Sunday at 3. So you see when you stretch it, it looks more skin 3D-ish. You know, guys, I forgot to put the foundation. I got distracted with my boyfriend. No worries. I'm blaming you. No worries. We're gonna put the foundation down. Do that before you do the stretching and stuff. But let's go in. And now we're gonna put foundation everywhere around it like we would do it, just not inside. And then make sure to cover everything else. Well, I'm gonna need more. All right. Oh, Lena, thank you. All right, so now I'm gonna lift it back up because I pushed it down. All right, so we got this flabby skin. All right. Well, hello, Sarah. Welcome back. There's been improvement since last time you came. So for this, now we're gonna fill in the inside in black. How much for the couch? I don't know what you mean, Shannon. All right, so now we're gonna paint everything black. I don't know what couch you're talking about. I don't have a couch in this room. No couch. All right, guys, I'm concentrating here. So then I'm gonna also do the flaps. All right. So then we have the basic lesions in place. And now you see why if I had white contact lenses, this would look amazing. So usually when I do this look, I would wear one contact, a different color, red or black, or all black or white. So now we have that. I'm gonna go back with the black, and on the edges, just softly, loosely make it look crispy. Gives it that burnt, decaying effect. You see, and it bleeds out naturally. We just go like that on the top. Okay. Now we're gonna get the red body paint. I'll clean it off this brush. Because I don't mind if there's black. Alright, so I'm gonna get red body paint and then just put it also at the edges the same way I did with the black to add that bloody look. Creates a Alrighty, and now since zombies are not really pale, I mean skin tones, I'm gonna go in with white, white body, white body paint. And I'm gonna blend it on top of my foundation. Alright, let me not go crazy. Last time I put too much. I'm gonna softly put it all over and then blend it in because I do want to look pale. And I'm tapping it because I don't want to pull any of the liquid foundation anywhere. No, we don't want all our hard work to go down the drain. Let me know if you're still watching, or or I feel like some of the girls are gonna come back towards the end. Okay. Alrighty then. So then I put my skin a little more paler, but now I want to blend it in more. So this is when you go with your normal paint, normal makeup brushes, and I'm gonna use a palette this time that has multiple colors, like this Morphe palette. Hi Rick, you're always scared of spiders. Alright, so let's start off with the eyebrow pencil that has like this. Wait, where is it? So I'm gonna use this like slanted. And I'm gonna go in with some dark purple. And don't use anything glittery because we're trying to create um, little veins. So with this purple, that's a little too light. Let's go darker. So with this purple, I'm gonna create little veins coming out of the little sections. So you need a little of your creativity just to make it look. And we're gonna, if you feel like you put too much, just dab some more white on top so it looks like it's under the skin. Yes. And remember, veins are have like very many. What are they called? Like little veins, capillaries. Yes, I do. So, so we're gonna look like a couple day old. Well, let's look like a 3 week old zombie. You see what a difference these little lines make? Right, Timmy? I was hoping that during my live today, one of the dolls would be moving, or one of somebody. That'd be cool. Who you calling a dummy? Has anyone seen the movie Dead Silence? I love that movie. I made my boyfriend watch it in the beginning of our relationship. Yes, you did. I feel like you did. All right. How's that looking? What do you guys think? And we're gonna do it here too. Maybe a little longer. Ooh, a little too much there. Go in with my brush. Put some white over it. Just because I don't have any bruises here doesn't mean I'm not gonna put in a little vein. Now, in the same areas that you have a vein, you're gonna try to highlight them with green. So use like a dark green because bruises are green, purple. So we're gonna get some green. Not in the same exact spot, but around it to create some dimension and shadow. And if you don't have these colors, the dollar store sells, colors, and if you set it right with some powder, you could last all night. So now we're gonna get a blending brush. I'm gonna use something like this, and with a brown, like a brownish red, I'm gonna softly just go over where I have the latex. So you create some kind of dimension and less shininess on the latex, and it makes all the veins that you just drew look like it's underneath skin, you know, and it gives a bruising effect. All right, what do you guys think so far? All right, so now we're gonna go and create a glam eye because I want to be a pinup zombie. I want to look cute, at least halfway dead cute. So before I start putting blood and going all crazy with the next step, I'm gonna do like a glam eye here, but not too perfect because again, we're dead. So I'm just gonna brush my brows just a tad bit. I'm gonna get brown. Again, you could do it how you normally do your eye. I might exaggerate that a little bit more. Okay. I got purple on my hair, so I want to be dark today. Let's just use this first. I'm just gonna put a light color all over. Then let's do a purple glitter because why not? Why isn't that working? There we go. Purple glitter all over the lid. Just those two colors to go with the purple hair flower. And put that away. Then we are going to find in here liquid eyeliner and my mascara. Yes, I have a Pinup Miami mug. Now, where's my mascara? I asked myself. Right now, I don't know where it is. tube. A bigger black tube like this, but bigger. It's okay. No mascara. We're dead either way, right? That's my excuse now. Alright, so I am going to be using the Sephora waterproof felt liner because I don't like it and I don't want to ruin my NYX. So I'm going to do just my wing liner that I normally do here, but a bit more jaggedy and less perfect. Just like I did the makeup. Not perfect, a little jaggedy. That's why I'm doing strokes. With the felt one, you're able to get that strokey look. Just fill it in. There you go. Now I am going to put a lash. Just one lash. Using an old lash that I'm about to throw away. So alrighty. Put that right there. And that is your little glam eye. Alright, what do you guys think so far? I'm really liking it. Because we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. Alright, so the next step we're gonna do is I think I moved around putting that on my eye. Okay. So now we are going to do a red lip because I love red lips. But we're gonna keep it a little darker. So I'm just gonna use body paint. And the reason I'm using body paint, especially with the brush that I did with black, is to give it a darker, more like well lived in dead look. Alright, so we're getting there. Now the fun part. We're almost done. We are going to get I move my see, this is what happens with latex. This is why the brush won't work anymore. That's why I get a disposable one. We're getting some blood. Now I like using gel blood because it's thicker and it looks more like the blood that's like jointed a clot. But this is what I could get my hands on. So we're gonna get some blood and if you want to up the effect too, they do sell some black paint that you can put on your teeth to make it look dirty and old. Or just have a chocolate cupcake. Alright, so we're gonna open this. I haven't used this, so I'm gonna make a little hole. Come on. Alright, so use our applique. I'm gonna pour the blood right here on this side. Ooh. Alright. Now what we're gonna do with this blood, we are going to put it on the edges and start small and go big, right? First to start off here in the mouth. I want to put So you see, this is not paint, but it's like blood. And I'm just gonna put it on the edge of my mouth because we're zombies eating blood, right? Zombies just eat, and it has blood in it. They eat humans, and you know what I mean. They eat flesh. So yeah, you could also, with the techniques that I've shown, you can make it cute, but you know it's Halloween. I mean, I like the scary ones. So then I'm gonna put blood inside, and what I like to do is make it drip. So I like to soak in. Let's see if you can see this. Soak the brush, and then paste it against the skin, and you'll see it'll create its natural little drip. Because I want it to look natural as I can. You know, I've never eaten a human, so there you go. So that's good. And it'll drip and it'll stop. So now we're going to do the same effect on our chest. I'm going to coat it inside, coat the edges. I gotta say, for doing this live, I'm doing this pretty quickly. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. Just press. You see that drip? And don't put too much because then you're gonna be dripping all over the place. And I like to use a little bit, maybe back here too. And when this dries, I love it because it looks like super dry blood. All right, then hey, oh thank you. Glad you love it. Then we are going to get me. Oh no, never mind. All right, so now we're gonna do it around the eyes. Now just remember not to get it into your eyeball because you know we're humans. So I'm just gonna put around and see how it makes the black look wet. It looks more like skin. But again, don't put it too soaky because we don't want it to drip into the ice. This is just to give it that wet effect inside of the eyeball. You see, it makes a really big difference. And then coat the edges with blood. And I'm just coating it so it can get the little crevices. If you wanted more effect, you know, you could go a little further out. You might as well, right? This is my favorite makeup to do. I used to do it for a zombie walk. I still get paid to do it sometimes. I'm not a makeup artist anymore, but I love teaching my skills. I was supposed to teach a zombie class last year, but the store closed. But if there's anyone that wants to sponsor me to teach a zombie class, I'm down. Any time of the year, I'll travel. All right, so now I'm gonna do little drips like I've done in the other section. So just soak in your brush as much as you can. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I didn't get enough blood there. Just one more drip. I don't want to over dramatize this. Over dramatize it. All right. Ooh, that one's dripping real nice. Alrighty. So let's just coat the lips with blood. Why not, right? All right. So this is my interpretation of a zombie pinup. Um, you see, even in profile, you see the skin popping out. Um, yeah. See how if you had the contact lenses, it would really pop if you had white on. If I took off my ring light, let me see here. Let's see how this looks. Yeah. I like the little glowing with the green. Um, yeah, the little rockabilly got the little eyeball. That could be like my eyeball that I'm missing. But yes, this is the look that I did today for you guys. I know I'm not traditionally like the cute pinup girl, but it's Halloween. Keep it bloody, keep it messy, keep it fun. That should be a tagline for me. So next time I do a Halloween class, that's gonna be my tagline. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, let me know. You could always rewatch this video if you just tuned in. It's gonna be on my Facebook, on Rockabilly Keys Facebook page, and on my YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. Comment down below. I get back to all the comments. And you can also reach out to me on Instagram. I'm gonna go live later today on how I take this all off. And so Isabella, like, please follow me on Instagram, and I will show you how I take it off. I'm gonna film a couple TikToks. If you're not following me on TikTok, it's pinupmiami on TikTok. And yeah, thank you all for joining in. Next week, I will not be doing a Facebook Live. I'm going to be taking just a 1 weekend break. I will be social distancing in another city. I will be in New Orleans celebrating Halloween. I never really wanted to go to New Orleans, but since it's COVID and it's going to be emptier than normal, I thought, why not? The flights were cheap. Might as well go, right? So I'll be in New Orleans. So if you're in New Orleans, let me know what there's good to do in New Orleans. Comment down below, DM me. I love all that stuff. And if you want to listen to my podcast, I'll still have my podcast every Wednesday at comes out on my YouTube, on the Apple Podcasting, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora. It's called the Pinned Podcast. These are my little two hosts this weekend. Say, hopefully you guys love my little background, toys and my new little addition. And I will see you all in 2 Sundays from now. So I'll see you in November. And I hope you guys have a safe Halloween. Wash your hands, wear masks, and love you all. Thank you.